Okay, let's move on. So now you know where you currently are at, you know where you do not want to go, and you know what your vision of excellence looks like in the future. You need to figure out what skills you need to achieve this ultimate vision. And when I first started off in this equipment financing industry, I needed a lot of capabilities and new skills. The good news is I had two great ones coming in. I was very competitive with myself, and I was also very teachable. So that was really, two things that really helped me out long term. But I did need a lot of help with my psyche. I needed to have a mindset shift. I felt like I was the worst communicator and I wasn't a natural salesperson. So I had to figure out, how to change that. I lacked confidence. I mean, true confidence. I felt I could fake confidence, but I knew underneath I was weak. So I had to start working on myself. And so what I did is I gave myself a year to create the capabilities and give this financing industry my best shot. And I told myself, hey, I'll reevaluate after that, but I'm going to give it 1 year of my best all out effort. So I would go to the office at 6 a.m. and make 300 plus cold calls. And I'd leave at 7 p.m. for that entire year. But then I'd go home and even work harder on myself than I did at the office for several more hours. I'd listen to Tony Robbins and I'd listen to sales books and I'd implement those strategies, and they worked and they still work to this day. I've been here ever since, and that was 17 years ago. So, things have gone well. We will give you the blueprint, but you need to upgrade your capabilities and your skills, whatever those may be, for you to execute this blueprint. It won't obviously happen overnight, but if you stick with it, I guarantee you it will happen. Okay, so now it's your turn. Who do you need to become to achieve this vision of excellence for yourself? What skills do you need to develop? What new habits do you need to work on? For me, one of my key habits I had to work on when I first started, because I wanted to win, and I wanted to win badly. So I said, something? I need to cut out TV. I need to cut out video games. I need to get my ass to bed early and get up early. So I'd be in bed by 9. I'd be up by 4 a.m. every day. And the first thing I would do when I got up is I would hit the gym, because I knew it was a cornerstone habit for me to develop, because it gave me a small victory every day, and that victory would bleed into the rest of my day. And it would allow me just to feel more confident as I entered the day, especially when it comes to sales, talking to people, and just speaking with confidence. I knew I'd already had won with my physical body by exercising first. And another thing I'd do is affirmations and visualizations in the morning. And I'd really think about who I wanted to be today, how do I want to show up, and I would visualize myself doing those things. And to tell you the truth, they would come to fruition throughout the day. I would actually be doing the things I visualized and said I was going to do in the morning. I had to work on my focus. I would dedicate hours and blocks of time to focusing on purely cold calls or purely prospecting or purely just working on deals. And I didn't let anything come into those blocks of time. And I really had to work on that because I would be very scatterbrained. So that was another, focal point for me. Another thing was my posture. I would actually stand up when I talked to somebody on the phone, because it gave me a sense of confidence, and I'd put my shoulders back, and my body language really led the way with my confidence. So, it's something I really focused on as well. I'd read a lot of sales and psychology books, and it just helped me understand, how to be patient, how to understand the sales process, how to be observant, and then take the information when I was actually observant and find little nuances within the deal to help me win. And I would just tweak those from time to time, but I would always be looking for more knowledge on sales, psychology, and what works best for me. And I always had to kind of work on this refusing to fail mentality and just be persistent, because I never really thought of failure as failure, like, hey, I failed. I was kind of detached to failure. And I was just like, is it something that happened? Keep it moving. And that's something I had to work. It was a muscle that developed over time. So now it's your turn. Get this down. Figure out who you need to become. Write down what new habits, what new skills, what new capabilities you need. Take as long as you want, but really think about it, because I'm telling you, this shit works.